Hi, thanks for joining us today. I know we were supposed to be on at noon today, but we had a little bit of technical difficulties with videos posting. I think everything's just getting too many things are posting all at once, and I'm sorry, my phone just beeped. But, that's what happens when you're live. I'm Brianna Bowling. I'm the founder of Retreat and Learn, and I have with me Holly Dunbar, who is the owner of New Moon Bodywork and Botanicals. Retreat and Learn host retreats at our waterfront farm, and we have all kinds of really interesting retreats where you get to learn, but also have a chance to relax and decompress, which is something we're probably all looking for right now, and I wish we could have one in person right now. In the meantime, though, Holly is a facilitator at some of our retreats, and she has taught some really interesting sessions on how holistic living can benefit all of us now and really all the time. So while we're not able to meet in person, I thought it would be beneficial to the followers of Retreat and Learn to get some tips to help us kind of deal with some of the anxiety and stress that's happening during the COVID-19 crisis. So welcome, Holly. We're back from our noon session. Can you share with us any particular essential oils that maybe could help us right now in our times of stress?
I sure can. So considering this is a brief broadcast, I thought I'd keep it simple and share three. Lavender, clary sage, the citrus family, which could include bergamot, grapefruit, tangerine, and orange.
Okay, and is there any particular reason why those three oils are good for anxiety and stress?
Certainly. So lavender is a known relaxant sedative herb and is also a very safe herb and essential oil. It has over 120 documented uses, is well researched. It's a very calming, relaxing oil, can help you sleep, very good for times of stress, whether that stress is acute or chronic. Clary sage is a known antidepressant, so it's a very good oil for helping you through times of transitions. So right now, a lot of people might be feeling kind of hopeless, helpless, a little despondent, or maybe just stuck and just need a little uplift during this time. So clary sage can be a great benefit. The citrus family, which, as I said, could include grapefruit, lime. I don't think I mentioned lime before, orange, tangerine, and bergamot, are very helpful for anxiety. Their scent is very light. It's familiar to a lot of people, a very uplifting and kind of cheerful note. What's considered a top note in aromatherapy, very light and volatile. The other interesting thing to note about the citrus oils is that they are antiviral. So with using citrus, you get a 2-for-1. You're protecting your family and yourself from this virus and also getting the emotional uplifting benefits as well.
That's really awesome information, especially that it's antiviral and it's going to make us feel better. I know that one of the things that when we were having the retreat, I learned a lot, even though I was supposed to be helping. I learned as well, just being there. And one of the things that I noticed was that all the things that you just mentioned were the ones that really appealed to me and the things that I wanted to experience. So those three essential oils were my favorites. So maybe I need less anxiety in my life, or at least it appears so. So thanks for sharing those. Is there any particular way that someone should use the essential oils? Is there any particular way to diffuse them? How do they actually use them?
Sure. That's a great question. One of the safest ways to use these for yourself and your family is through diffusion. Diffusion can be using it with a diffuser, which can be a very simple apparatus that you might plug into the wall and then add the essential oils to a pad that it heats up and then gets into the air. It could also be something there's even models you can plug into your computer and car, which are really neat.
Okay.
But diffusion,
how do they work? How do they plug in? Like when they plug them into your car, how does that actually work?
It's into the electric or the what you would plug the cigarette.
Like it's where the cigarette lighter used to be.
Exactly. What is that called? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, it's
Right.
real simple. You just plug it right in, add the oils onto a pad, and it diffuses in your car. So if you're out and you had to go to the store right now and you're worried that you might have picked up something, during that time, obviously washing your hands is important, but this also adds another element of protection. The other way
Great.
to
Okay.
diffuse the oils, if you don't have a diffuser right now, you can simply use a spray bottle, and adding, say, about 30 drops to about 1 to 2 ounces of water is a good ratio, and just spritzing them throughout your house. And that will volatilize the oils and get them into your environment. And that's just a real simple way of diffusion, but it's very effective. I'll just show you right now, and you can maybe even see these small molecules getting
You
into
can
the
actually
oil.
see them. That's great.
Okay, good.
Great. I was going to ask you next is there's a lot of people who may have essential oils at home. There's a lot of people who may not. And so right now we're not allowed to maybe driving around right now, and it's probably not safe doing so anyways. And luckily we had a great question that just popped up on our comments from Natalie, who actually said, I was getting ready to make an online purchase, but I would rather shop local. So thanks, Natalie. Are you able to ship? And if so, can I place an order? So that's a great question. It was my next question, Natalie. So I really appreciate you helping me with that. If somebody is looking for essential oils, what's the best way that they can obtain them from you, Holly?
Okay, thank you, Natalie. And I appreciate that sentiment of shopping local as well. I do carry essential oils. I have a product line, which you can see behind me in these little bottles, and that's kind of ready-made aromatherapy products. But if you want the pure essential oil, while I don't list them on my website, if you just call and leave a message, I'm happy to ship those out. I'm even doing local delivery to people's doors. My phone number is 301-392-5186 at New Moon, and I do check that daily.
Okay, you may have just said this and I may have missed it, but what's your actual website address?
The website address is www.newmoonbody.com.
Great. And so they can purchase there, and can they also ask questions?
Absolutely. I was about to just say that. Hit contact if you have any specific questions on herbs, essential oils, how to safely use them for yourself and your family. Send me an email. I'm happy to reach out and answer those questions for you.
Great. All right. Well, you're a wonderful resource, Holly. You're a wonderful resource to our community. And so I really appreciate you spending the time with us today and explaining how we can use essential oils to help us feel a little bit less anxiety and stress right now. So really appreciate it. And if you're watching this broadcast later and you have some questions, feel free to post them in the comments. We can get Holly back, I'm sure, right, Holly? And to answer some more questions. So even if you're watching this later, post the questions. We'd be glad to answer them as well in the next broadcast. So thanks very much. And we hopefully will be seeing you soon in a live retreat here at Retreat and Learn. But in the meantime, we're glad that we'll be able to share this information. And everybody stay safe.
Stay safe, and thank you for allowing me to share this important information.
Great. Thanks. See you soon.